When you're in a relationship, you want to establish a level of trust with your partner. Trust means you may share intimate feelings with another person, and sometimes intimate photos.
It's very common, and I don't think it's something that a lot of people talk about. And I find a lot of people who judge me for it, they've actually done it themselves.
Rebecca Wells of Naples, Florida, dated a man she had known for several months prior to their romantic relationship.
He seemed like a really nice guy. I met his family. They seemed like nice Christian people, and so I trusted him.
Trusted him enough to take photos of herself that she never expected the whole world to see. After only a couple of months, Rebecca broke the relationship off. She says they remained friends for a bit after that, but that wasn't good enough for him. So Rebecca made the decision to stop having him in her life altogether. Little did she know, 2 years later, he'd re-enter her life.
It's that feeling of being completely paralyzed, and you can feel your heartbeat in your ears, and you can't talk, and it's absolutely devastating.
After Googling herself, Rebecca found pictures she had taken with her ex-boyfriend on a revenge porn site, a site where ex-lovers post intimate photos of their past lovers, along with contact information, like where they live, how old they are, and their social media pages.
I was absolutely mortified, absolutely mortified.
She quickly realized her pictures were on several sites and immediately tried removing them, since she had never given her consent for them to be posted. But once a file is on the internet, it's extremely difficult to permanently remove it. Mike Weber used to work for the Maine Computer Crimes Task Force and saw a few cases just like Rebecca's. As a certified forensic computer examiner, he's now the CEO and founder of BitSec Global Forensics.
The challenge is when you delete a file, it's not really being deleted. It's just being hidden from your view, and the space that file occupied becomes available for other files in the future. So really all you're doing is making it invisible.
Law enforcement agencies or task forces use special forensic software to recover files, but there are several commercial or publicly and freely available programs anyone can use. And even when you do recover a file, it could be just a copy of it.
Once that picture in this scenario would be transferred to a computer, many times the operating system, unbeknownst to the user, will make multiple copies of that file and leave other artifacts about that file behind.
And that's the issue Rebecca Wells keeps running into. Despite a lawsuit she filed against her ex-boyfriend, her photos show up on these sites from time to time, keeping her Googling her name and searching for certain files frequently. And there's no law in Florida that criminalizes posting pictures to revenge porn sites. California recently passed such a law. SB 255 states that this bill, quote, creates a misdemeanor punishable by up to 6 months in county jail and/or a fine of up to $1,000 when a person photographs another identifiable person's intimate body parts when the parties understand the images would remain private. If this were to happen to someone in Maine, there's nothing the law can do.
Until Maine has a law on the books that criminalizes this act, women are not going to be protected.
Even if a law were to be drafted in Maine, the American Civil Liberties Union would want to make sure freedom of speech for all parties involved was protected.
When a law is passed that attempts to restrict some sort of expressive behavior, in order to be constitutional, it needs to be really narrowly tailored in its focus and crystal clear in its guidelines.
Or you could just never take the pictures in the first place, no matter how much your partner says they respect you. Rebecca's warning to young girls is this:
don't ever let a guy pressure you into this, because a lot of times what they'll do is they'll say, well, if you really trust me and really love me, then you will take this picture and you'll send it to me.
Because a private moment between two people can quickly lead to the rest of the online world watching.